Hi guys, thank you for watching. I just want to say I hope you enjoyed this super blue smoky eye. Definitely stepped out of my comfort zone by going with this super blue because I am more of a warm tone lover, and but definitely once, you know, sometimes you try something and you're like, wow, why didn't I try this before? But I definitely love how it turned out, and I'm gonna be trying to upload more videos with looks that are not my normal, you would say. But no, definitely loved how this turned out. I will leave the link of my brow tutorial down below, and make sure you check that out if you want to know how I achieved these eyebrows, because I barely have any. I didn't include that brow routine on this tutorial because I already filmed one, specific one last week, so you can go and check that one out. Yeah, and make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next tutorial. Bye. I like to prime my lids with Soft Ochre by MAC, and this one is an eyeshadow base, and I just apply that all over the lid. And I love this because it covers my my veins, it covers the imperfections that I don't want showing, and it also covers the skin discoloration. For natural, our eyelid skin is a bit thinner and you can see everything through it, and this covers that. I'm just gonna take my Fit Me Matte Poreless by Maybelline, and this one is in the shade 125, and I'm just going to apply that all over the face, and I'm just gonna apply that with a damp beauty blender. And once I do that, I'm going to move on to concealer, and today I'm using the Revlon Age Defying Targeted Spot concealer, and I'm just going to apply that underneath the dark circles, and I'm just going to apply this so my dark circles don't show, and this is going to hide them. And I'm going to blend this out with my finger because the warmth of my finger really blends this concealer out, and it just melts it away. To me, that's the best application on blending this concealer. Now for more highlighted, I'm going to take my Maybelline Age Rewind, and this one is just a little bit lighter than the first one, but I just want to highlight with this, and I'm going to apply it on the forehead, on the bridge of the nose, on the cupid's bow, and on around my mouth and on the chin. And I'm just going to take the same damp beauty blender, and I'm going to blend this out all over. Once I do that, I always have to set my foundation and my powders, not my powders, my concealers, and I'm going to take the NC30 Studio Fix by MAC, and I'm just going to strictly apply this where I applied the concealer by Maybelline, and I'm just going to mainly apply this with the spongy provided on that T-zone area, and with the bigger, fluffier brush, I'm going to apply that all over the face, and this is just nothing precise, and I did use the spongy because I wanted it to be very precise in those areas because I don't want them to smudge around. Now for my brows, I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and I'm not going to show you how I do this. I will leave the link down below for the brow routine. So this is it. Brows are done. Bam. Contour kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to take my middle shade right there, and I'm just going to go ahead and start to give my face some shape, and I'm just going to sculpt out my cheekbones, and this is going to make them stand out. I'm going to sculpt out my temple area, and that's going to make the illusion of a slimmer face. And I'm also going to apply that on the jawline, and this is going to make my jawline to look very sharp and very precise. Here I'm just blending this out all over, and I'm also taking that shade and I'm going to do a quick contour of my nose, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 2 straight lines along the nose, and I will do them as thin, as close as I want it to look. How do I explain this? I do the lines there because that's how I want my nose to appear, that is that thin, when it's really not. It's all about creating the right shadows in the right places, and as you can see, my nose is not that thin, so this is that illusion that creates of a thinner nose. And by applying a lighter color on that bridge of the nose, it really makes it stand out and makes it really appear slimmer. Now with that same banana powder, I'm going to apply that underneath the eyes, and this is going to serve as a highlight, and I'm just going to apply that basically on the areas that I applied my concealer. And all I'm doing here with this technique is highlighting and bringing the face forward, taking this nice shimmery, it's not shimmery, but it gives a little bit of a highlight. I'm also going to apply that underneath the eyes, and this is going to make my face come forward. Now taking Maybelline Fit Me blush, and this is the beautiful peachy corally shade. It looks more pink on camera, but it was actually more coral, more orangey. And I'm just going to apply that on the apples of my cheeks. If you do not know where your cheeks are, all you have to do is smile and they will come out, and that's where you know to apply your blush. And as you can see, I'm going very light-handed, but I'm making sure that everything's nicely blended. Going in with one of my favorite palettes. You guys have seen it all over my videos, and it's a Galaxy Chic 18 color by BH Cosmetics. I'm taking the shade right here called Uranus. I don't like that name. Anyways, I'm gonna be saying that name all over this video, so don't laugh. I'm gonna apply this shade all over the lid, and actually not all over. I'm only going to apply that strictly in the inner corner. As long as the inner third of my eyelid is covered, we're good. So I'm really packing that color on, and I feel that the best application is with my finger. Now taking this a little bit darker shade called Earth, I'm going to apply that right on the center of the lid. And all I'm doing here is I'm creating an illusion of lighter to darker colors, creating that smokiness effect. So here I'm doing the same thing. I'm applying that on the center of the lid in a darker shade called Earth, and I'm just going to pack that on with the finger again because I feel that's the best application. Now taking Neptune, and this one is a much more darker bluish type of color, and I'm just gonna really pack that on with a dense brush on the outer corner, or like the outer third of the eye, and I'm just really gonna make that blend with Earth. And all I'm doing, again, I'm just creating gradient shadows from lighter to darker, and this is gonna give me that beautiful smoky effect. As you can see here, I'm kind of dragging it a little bit into a wing effect, and all I'm doing here is just gonna prep that before my wing eyeliner. Now I'm going in with the big fat fluffy brush, and I'm going to make sure that everything's nicely blended. And as you can see, I had a little bit of leftover brown from a previous shadow that I used the other day, and I actually ended up liking how it looks, so I'm just gonna go in and use the same shadow, and I'm going to give that crease a little bit of warmth. This brown is it's one of my favorite browns. It's a nice beautiful brown, and this is just gonna go over in the crease. It's gonna serve as a transition shade, and is also going to bring that extra warmth to the eye that is very much needed. And as you can see me here, really buffing that color out to blend it as much as possible. Going back with Uranus, I'm going to take that and apply that over where I applied the first time. Because of all the blending, I lost some intensity of that shadow, so here I'm just building it up again. I'm also going to take that color and apply it on that tear duct area, and this is going to serve as a highlight. Going in with Sun, you have seen me use the shade this eyeshadow a lot for highlight. It's kind of a golden highlight. It's just so beautiful. It's light enough. It's very subtle. It's very sheer, and I really love how that looks. So I'm just gonna apply that on the highest points of my cheeks, just on the tip of my nose, and on my Cupid's bow. I'm really gonna blend that out and create kind of a mineralized blush. Now taking my Maybelline blue eyeliner, I'm just going to apply this on the waterline, and once I do that, I'm going to go in and smoke that bottom lash line with Uranus. I'm going to apply that on the lower third part of my eyelid, and I'm going to take Earth, and I'm going to apply that all over the bottom lash line, and I'm just going to really smoke that out for that bam on your face smoky blue eye. Now taking Maybelline Eye Studio gel liner, and this one is in Blackest Black. I'm just going to draw a straight line from the end of my lash line, and I'm just going to take that and connect it to drag it downwards towards the center of my lid. And here I'm connecting that line from the inner corner of my eye to the part where we just drew that line. So I'm just gonna fill that out, and surprisingly enough, today I'm not using my Physicians Formula eye pen. I'm just trying to switch things around and try new things. So why not try an eyeliner? And I actually used to have this gel liner, and I actually forgot how good it was, and I remember yesterday when I filmed this video. Anyway, so here I'm just working on that wing line, and I'll let you guys watch because it's very self-explanatory. Plus, I am not good explaining and describing things. Okay, so that's what the eyeliner looks. Moving on to Falsies Luscious Mascara. That sounded so weird. Anyways, I'm just going to coat the heck out of my eyelashes, and then I'm gonna apply mascara on my bottom lashes as well. Now taking Ardell lashes in 203, I'm just going to apply that off camera, and this is how it looks. That's what the eye looks now that it's finished. My camera did die, so I didn't even bother filming how I apply my eyelashes. You guys probably know this by now. There's a ton of videos on that. Here I'm just lining my lips with any brown or darker tone lip pencil, and I'm taking the famous Velvet Teddy by MAC, and this is a gorgeous, beautiful brown, light brown. I don't know, it's hard to describe. Like I said, I suck at these things. Anyways, I'm just going to apply that all over the lips, and for more fuller illusion of lips, I'm going to take Myth by MAC, and this one is just a nude lipstick, and I'm just going to apply that on the inner part of the lips, and this is going to create that full effect lips. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I will see you on my next tutorial.